All right, everybody, welcome into our first rewatch of an old disc golf round. We're watching 2014 Worlds Final 9, which in my opinion is like the most exciting disc golf round of all time. And I'm joined by the voice of disc golf, Ian Anderson. Ian, what's up, man?
How's it going, Mo? Thanks for having me on. Excited to watch this again, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah, Portland local. This is like your home, pretty much, right? Not this is your own course, but
yeah, it was like a half an hour from my parents' house or so.
Yeah. This place is awesome, dude. Garrett Tapkin shout.
Yeah, right. The True Fight Collective, Dynamic Disc getting their money's worth. Oh man, we've come a long way, Mo. That's still valid though. If you want to help out Central Coast, that one still works,
dude. If you want to watch this whole tournament, like not just the final 9, be sure to head to Central Coast Disc Golf's YouTube. This whole tournament is just a gem. So I think this is one of my favorite worlds. So
yeah, we filmed 3 cards a day for 7 rounds, so there's a ton of disc golf to watch for this. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. And it wasn't like next days, right? There's no way it was next days.
No. I think Yuha Aokiyamaki, who actually does ACAM for this, which is LCGMA, he actually put out round 1 next day with no commentary, just for fun. So, yeah. So we're out in Portland, and look at those scores, Mo. They're just ridiculous.
This is back when they played like a billion rounds for Worlds. It was just like a marathon.
Yeah, this is round 7.5 or whatever,
Yeah.
They're about to play. So Rick's still got a lead coming in. Paul's going to try and chase him down. Looks like Rick's going to be lining up the roller on hole 1, which is a very long, low ceiling shot here. OB left and right.
Yeah, it's a popular play because, this ceiling is so low. There's really no way you can get to this basket without a roller.
Agreed. This one's got a little too much cut on it looks like, though.
Oh, man. Oh, Ricky.
Yeah.
How scary is it when you got Paul McBeth sitting on your tail and you make a mistake on the first hole? Like, McBeth's a shark, man. He's probably smelling blood right now.
Yeah, I feel like Ricky's kind of like used to Paul now. Like, I don't think he rattles him as hard as he used to. But back then, man,
that was not the case.
Yeah, he rattles everybody. So Paul looks like he's laying down a roller too. Catches a late tree. Fortunate to stay in bounds though, and should be able to get up and down and get a stroke on Ricky right away.
You know what I think is cool? McBeth rolled a rock there, which I always thought was cool because back when.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So when I was watching this, I had only been playing disc golf for like 0 years at that point, and like people rolling anything other than like their flippiest driver was like so crazy to me.
Here's Yuli laying down a roller as well. It's kind of funny seeing Yuli and Rick, both sponsored by Prodigy back in the day.
Yeah.
He caught him.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I felt like everyone was sponsored by Prodigy back in the day.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Except for Paul and Nate. Here's Nate Doss. Also, he's an Oregon native now. Lived in Santa Cruz at the time, though. Mm-hmm. Lives out in Bend, Oregon, which is a beautiful part of the state. If you've never been, check it out. Looks like Doss going roller. Is he? There it goes.
I didn't know Doss like threw rollers. That's like he's such a good air shot thrower that he doesn't really have to ever. But that's amazing. That's like the best roller you can ever throw.
He's got it, man. I feel like everybody in California learns how to throw a roller
at some point. Yeah, you got to.
Yep. There's Yuli second, getting a little skip action. A little long left, but there's a putt there for par. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at Paul's second.
That McPro AVR. I think this is before the Nova even came out, so he was still throwing McPro AVRs for his upshots.
Yeah, you can see that dumped a little harder than he wanted. That Nova might have come in handy. Here is Rick trying to save a par, but he's going to end up taking a 4 and losing a stroke to Paul here.
Yeah.
Speaking of Paul, here's the Yuli version coming back for his 3.
Man, that really distinctive it's still the same thing, like all these years later.
It's funny because he's gone back to Heiser, he's gone back to Annie.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a big circle. He's finally back to where he started.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? Oh, Doss for a good 2, but he'll take a 3 as well. And here is Paul to get a stroke on Rick right here to kick off the final 9.
Not the shortest putt in the world.
No, definitely not a gimme, and especially he's staring at a huge gallery right now because it's the final 9, so literally everyone was watching.
Yeah. So this is something they got rid of that I think I would actually like love if they brought it back for Worlds. The final 9 were just like there's only 4 people left on the course, men and women, and just everyone else is just watching. It's such a good time.
Mm-hmm. There is Rick. His lead's down to 1 after 1. That's going to kick us on to hole 2. It's a great turnover backhand or a forehand. I've just seen rollers too. There is OB on the player's left-hand side to be contend with. Paul's going to turn over.
Pretty sure it's like a T-bird or a PD or something.
Oh yeah, I think T-Bird.
Yeah, and this is before Paul had like a huge sidearm. Like Paul always had a really good sidearm, but it was never like huge like it is now.
Yeah,
so he's still throwing that backhand turnover.
Great shot by Uli here. A little higher, and I think he gets even closer, but still, great pull.
I mean, just to get pin high, it's like all of 400.
Super trusting it over the OB as well.
Mm-hmm.
Doss looks like one of his forces.
Maybe a pred? Like
no, that was most of his preds are red.
Okay.
Usually he's those green forces.
That shows you how far it is. If Nate Doss is throwing a force, like that's a long hole.
I think it's 430. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere right around there. And this is back when Rick would throw a sidearm whenever he could.
Yeah.
It made sense though.
Yeah, it's such huge Rick advantage on this hole because like Ricky now I feel like plays the backhand like quite often.
He does. There's sometimes I'm like, Rick, why aren't you throwing your forehand, man?
Yeah.
But
come on.
Oh, if you watch McFly-So-High's version of this, that's where Will Shostrick does the wow.
Yeah.
right after Paul hit that putt. It's iconic, man. Go watch that. That's a funny one. Good putt right there. Oh, no, it did hit the front cage, didn't it?
Front cage, yeah.
Yeah, here is Doss for his birdie. After getting pin high. Oh. A little bit of an air ball there. Ricky to keep pace, keep his one-stroke lead over Paul.
Good putt, Ricky.
Nice to hit that one.
This is before. I mean, Ricky was known for being like a crazy circle 2 putter at this point, but I think this is before he was known as like the circle 2 putter. You know? Oh yeah. No, Nate.
Yeah, I mean that was definitely Paul at this point.
Yeah,
Paul
exactly.
Was the dude there. Nate having some struggles with that one. It looks like he'll clean up. I think it's a double. Oh no. Yeah, you can't finish worse than he's in 4th. There's only 4 people left, so like thankfully it didn't matter. You can't see a score, but spoiler alert, he doesn't win.
Yeah, we covered that intentionally.
So going into hole 3 here, it's a big dogleg left, and then you're kind of playing out onto a peninsula green surrounded by OB. Really tricky second shot. First shot's usually just a big hyzer here, which Paul's throwing a destroyer on.
And I feel like it's a trickier hyzer than it looks like because you actually have to, you can't go long either, right? Like you have to cut the corner pretty tight, so it's like it's a more subtle hyzer than it looks like. It's not just a big bomb.
Yeah, if you cut it too tight, then you're going OB. Looks like a great shot by Rick right there. That's kind of the landing zone. You never really know what your second shot's going to be. If you go long, you've got that kind of backdoor hyzer.
Yeah.
Or if you go short, you got kind of more of a straight added approach. Good drive by Uli right here.
Yeah, see, he did it perfect. I think it's in a pretty good spot, right?
Oh, that's ideal from Paul right there.
He just throws sidearm now into it.
And he's got that great touch sidearm up. Doss.
Where did this one go? So you're on
purple disc, man.
So you're on B cam here. That's exciting.
Yeah, no, I haven't done it in a while, man. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Yuha had the nicer camera, so we threw him on A cam, and probably actually more filming experience at this point. So I'm B camming it up. It looks like Doss hit a tree.
Yeah, I think that was watching Nate Doss throw that blue buzz, man. He threw that thing for like 5 years. It was just beautiful every time. Yeah.
Is it the TI one or a different one?
Yeah, the TI one.
Yeah. Here's Rick's up onto this really tiny green, and he did that really well, Mo.
That's so cool. Playing the skip, kind of using all the space available to him. Just really smart out of Rick.
And Paul in front of this huge gallery. Is he going hyzer?
No, he's going through that like impossibly tiny gap.
Oh yeah, and through the trees.
Oh man, what a savage, dude.
Yep, that'll work.
That gap is like not even there anymore, like because it's kind of grown.
No, it actually isn't. Yeah,
it's just like, Paul's a madman.
He is. Uli getting pretty close. I hear is Doss for a birdie, looking to come back from those putting struggles on the last hole. There, we're still on that struggle bus. We'll get off it though.
Yeah.
Hopefully Ricky did not board at the last stop. He did.
Oh, that's not fair.
That was
come on.
It's a little too hard pro side, I guess, man.
You're trying to hold off Paul McBeth. You need all the help you can get.
That's not gonna help, man. That's not gonna help at all.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Because they are tied now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's exciting. Yeah, I remember right around here when I was watching this on my. So I was actually at work as this was happening. This is when I just started my job at ESPN, and I was doing like a baseball highlight, like some random like baseball game or like spring training or something, and I was just like could not be paying less attention to my job because I was watching this.
Fair enough, man. I didn't notice how close Yuli is, dude. He's just 2 back of these dudes right now.
He's right in it, yeah.
He was. So this is like the GimMe Hole of the course. It's just a soft 250-foot hyzer. If you don't get it, you're feeling shame. There's Paul. That's a Firebird. If our memory serves, getting it pretty close. Yuli.
Oh, so smooth.
Is this back in the day when the Prodigy guys were throwing Firebirds too?
I think they might have been like getting away with D1s or something, like having to ease off of D1s because there was no H1 yet.
So Paul going a little bit long. Rick's going to show you the forehand line, which is definitely there.
Oh yeah, especially if you got Rick's power, you can go high over that bush.
Honestly, you can throw the straight shot at this thing. There's really no bad play.
Yeah, I actually think that's what Nate's going to do with the putter, with the Challenger.
Is he throwing a Chally here?
Yeah.
Dang.
Dude. I love watching Nate Doss though. It's such a bummer that he doesn't like. I feel like he can still compete, right?
Dude, absolutely. He's still top 10 in the world if he tried. Absolutely, man.
Didn't you film him like not that long ago in Missoula or something? Yeah.
Zootown, not 2019, but 2018, and he finished like second by a stroke, man. Yeah. Against a great field. And there's Paul making good.
Yeah, Nate was one of those guys that you studied his form. Perfect wide rail form. Like,
yeah, sure.
So fun to watch.
Yeah, he and Barry Schultz are kind of like the dudes for that.
Yeah.
Good birdie by Doss right there. Rick needs us to keep pace with Paul. There we go.
Yeah. How old is... So, Paul's my age. So, Paul is 24 at this point, which means that Ricky's like 22 or something. Like they're both
that, yeah.
Yeah, they're both young guns.
We are still tied at the top, guys, and we are going on to this huge par 5. And if you watched the Portland Open this last year, it's actually stretched back across the pond for World, so it's a much more difficult hole. You'll see Paul's drive. Looks like he's going to aim for that left alley over there. It's kind of 2 fairways on this thing.
Yeah, they changed this one from like the hardest par 4 on the course to like the hardest par 5 to like the hardest par 4, basically, by moving it up on the other side of the river.
Yeah, it's still, like you said, it's a really hard par 4. That's a mash of a drive from Rick.
Oh, wow.
Really good.
Yeah. Rick always had the backhand distance, you know?
Yes, yeah, he really did. It was wild back in the day, but it was still bombing.
Yeah, for sure.
Here is Doss. I can't remember if he tried to kill me this round or the last one. Must be the last one, because this one isn't coming for me.
That one's not going to make it to you, dude.
No, I had to bust out my jukes last time.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's just a gallery rope. He's good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jeez, and scared me.
Roller is a great play on this hole if you got it.
Yeah, I'm surprised that no one went to it, because I feel like the ceiling on all these like Blue Lake holes are pretty low for the most part. These are like big trees with big branches and stuff.
So Yuli came up a little shorter than you'd like. He's got some work to do. He's going to take the forehand out wide and hope to bring it back in right.
And oh man, this is so scary because you're basically hanging out over OB, right?
Yeah, all that tall grass over there is OB.
Yeah.
So I think it came back in. We're looking at Paul's second right now.
Looks like a roller. I feel like he's like the way he's holding it looks like he's gonna throw a roller.
That's a destroyer though.
Oh no, he was just
ripping an air shot. That's like it was his overstable destroyer back in the day. Yeah. As you can see, it finished left hard. It's going down towards OB, but let's see if it sets in. Safe.
That's
wow.
This is back when the gallery was just like anywhere. It just doesn't matter. There's no one on the course, no course officials.
Here's Doss's second shot. I think he gets down there a little bit, and then they can finally see the basket. So it's across the pond, up on a hill. Really some extra difficulty. Here's Rick's second after that beast of a drive, throwing a great forehand, and he is way down there, dude.
Oh,
what?
He hits the fence too. That's crazy. He's gonna have a look.
Gross, man. I forgot that one.
Dude, I actually remember that purple D1. Like Rick destroyed that purple D1. Anytime it came out, you knew something special was gonna happen.
For sure. Looking at Yuli's third, I think he gets across the pond. but finishes right. We'll see. There's going to be Doss's third after 2 great shots.
That's just the Doss special right there, man.
Yeah, sure was. Really well done right there. Should work for a birdie. Here's where Paul finished, thankfully inbounds.
What's he throwing here? Is this one of these rock threes? I think that might be.
I can't tell.
Is that some kind of rock?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember what that one was. So here's where Ricky ended up after 2. So he's just pitching over and I wonder if he was trying to throw that one in.
I mean, why not, right? I mean, I guess it slopes off behind, but
it does slope off a little bit, yeah.
But it's uphill, so you kind of have free rein a little bit. Oh, good putt!
And bang! I think that's Uli back over there. Yeah, dude, nice putt ball.
Yeah, Uli has always been just like solid, one of the best putters, I feel like.
Oh yeah. This guy also good on the green. Probably needs us to keep pace with Rick.
Yeah.
Another clutch putt.
I feel like Paul held the disc, like he kind of did this thing more, like he held the disc out in front of him more. Like now it's more just like close and it's much more compact, and it's like it changed subtly, but it's definitely changed a little bit.
The little more Paige Piercy back in the day.
Yeah, it was just like a little more like dynamic, I guess. There's more like motion, and Paul's kind of gotten rid of like all the extra motion, and now it's just like stripped away all the extra stuff, and now it's just perfect. It's just exactly what it needs to be.
Oh yeah, they're still tied at the top, Rick and Paul, and we're on to there's a whole 6 or 7 on our final 9. This was Paul's downfall during the final round.
Yeah, I remember this. He couldn't get in bounds, right? He just kept on throwing OB and didn't cross.
Yeah, kept coming up short. So you can see that drive. He made sure to not come up short. Freaking smoke that thing way past the basket. It's gonna leave for a long birdie putt. Ricky's gonna be closer.
I think this is the one when me and Peter were droning this one last year at Portland. This is the one I parked this with a Comet. I was really proud of myself.
Ooh, that's pretty, dude.
Yeah.
This one coming in.
Nate Doss with the side.
Ooh.
Nate Doss, wildly underrated sidearm.
Oh, 100%, dude.
Yeah. Like, he never needed it because his backhand was so good. But, like, his sidearm is just so money back in the day whenever he threw it.
Dude, the whole card birdied that last hole, man. That was a star frame. Wow.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that.
That is such a hard par 5. Here's Paul to keep pace with Rick. Oh.
Did that go OB? I honestly don't remember. I'm not just making this up. I don't remember. I
think it stayed in bounds. I'm pretty sure. We'll see. This is for Ricky to get at least one stroke on Paul. Rick.
Oh, Ricky.
Dude, I thought he made that one. Oh, Rick.
Oh, big putt from Paul. That was great.
That was.
It's fun watching this back and you remember them making certain things, but then you're remembered it wrong. I actually think it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. Paul making good right there.
I would have bet anything that Paul made that putt. If you told me did Paul make that putt, I would have been yeah, Paul. Of course, Paul made that putt.
Yeah, he made all the putts.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there's no. This is what I love about this video is look how clean it is. There's so few graphics. So it looks like Paul did go OB because
it looks like it did.
Yeah, Ricky got
wow. Big moment right there. Getting a stroke with a par there. It's going to take us on to our next one. We're jumping around on the course. This is hole 13 or 14 or something. It's OB left and right, wherever it's tall. And Doss gets back in bounds. Wow.
By the hair on my chinny chin chin.
Absolutely. Rick throwing the forehand, which fades back into the hill. But you do have to hang it out over OB. Oh no.
Trust it. Oh, that's huge mistake, dude.
Wow. You know what's funny? I think he threw a rock on this hole this year.
Oh, Ricky did?
Like a backhand rock, yeah. I could be wrong, but
that's crazy.
It's how much his game has changed, right?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I bet you Paul. I don't know if Paul probably still throws sidearm on this one. I bet even today.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
Yeah.
He's been remarkably consistent with his forehand usage over the years.
Yeah, right.
And there's another good one inbounds.
Yeah.
So looking at Yuli's second, the basket is also surrounded by OB, so really not an easy upshot here. And this is wide. Is it going to make it way back?
Oh no, got caught up. I actually remember Paul talking about this, where he was like, I knew when Ricky pulled out the sidearm that this wasn't gonna go well.
Mm-hmm. And this is going not well.
Yeah.
That's OB again, man.
Yeah. I think so. There's something about the wind or something that Paul like knew in the moment. Like Ricky's pulling out that sidearm, I have an advantage.
Maybe he figured Rick was kind of like stressing a little bit, you know, when he stresses, he goes to the comfort forehand or something. I don't know. Good shot by Paul, though. He's got to be putting for 3, and Ricky is putting for 5 right now. Hopefully, if he's even close enough to putt. Doss, after a great drive, this is his second.
Oh, slow down. Just dig. Yeah.
What a shot.
Nate Doss, man. One of the best throwers of the disc of all time.
Absolutely. Here's Uli throwing 4 after the OB second shot. I should be able to get up and down for a 5. And here is Rick to save a bogey.
Yeah, and he needs this because Paul got a putt for 3. Wow.
All right. He's within 2, you know.
That's just
assuming Paul makes his putt. But that was a serious tourniquet putt right there from Ricky. Stop that bleeding.
Yeah, Paul McBeth doesn't miss that putt. Even in 2014, Paul McBeth doesn't miss that putt.
And Doss for his birdie. There you go, Doss.
Nice. Yeah, final 9, you can do whatever you want. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, especially when you're in 4th and 3rd's a little ways out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Get crazy with it. So that was hole 13. Looks like we're going to be heading on to hole 14, which I believe was a par 5 back in the day.
And it's the one with the big island OBs, like lakes, kind of.
Yeah, 2 big ones. And it's so funny. There's trees on these things, but they're huge now. And they're little baby saplings because they just planted them before this tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. See those little baby trees out there?
Yeah, but 5 years is like a legit long time. It's like almost 6 years.
It is. Yeah, we are like good 5.5 years easily here. Paul, that is a destroyer, I'm pretty sure, and he's just kind of bailing out left, where you can kind of miss the islands. Oh my! That's twice he's flirted with that OB hard, bro.
On the edge, dude.
Dang. Ricky, he's gonna blast it up the middle and hope it kind of fades before the OB island. It looks like that's gonna work.
Yeah,
great shot by Rick.
You gotta throw like 500 to get to this island. Like it's really far away. Yeah.
But those are Ricky Paul problems.
Yeah, I know, right? I forget. I can't remember who did it this year or last year at Portland when I was watching. I think it was like Eagle or Simon, just like threw a PE trying to like ease off it, but it accidentally went in. I was like, that's got to be so annoying.
So Paul's second. Let's see if he can get all the way to the bucket for an eagle bid.
Gosh,
it's pretty
huge.
It is that was a huge shot, a 500 plus. Looking at Doss' second after a great drive.
Is this turned?
Hook up.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll get it out of the way, gallery.
There is OB over there, but I think it stays in.
Yeah, we didn't have fancy OB graphics.
And we had everybody and their mother filming.
There's like 4 different versions of this Final 9. It's so funny.
I saw Terry Miller over there. Like Fly So High. You got mine. You got what was the disc golf thing back in the day called?
Disc Golf Planet.
Disc Golf Planet TV. Yeah. So here's Rick trying to get close for an eagle bid, knowing he is now 1 back of Paul.
Yeah, he needs it.
Ooh, that's kind of far, man.
That's like the Ricky range though, right? Like that
is the Ricky special.
Yeah. Like I'd almost expect him to, like he'd have a less percentage if he was closer. Is that like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So here he is, his eagle bid. Dude,
let's go! I don't remember that.
Man, he couldn't even Ricky that one in either. Like he had to like old man like spin putt like nose up float that thing in there because of the ceiling, man. What a putt, Rick! I forgot that one. That was a good one, man.
Yeah. Oh man. See, I forgot how exciting this was. This was like the round, man. I was like jumping out of my seat.
Paul, this is to match, and wow,
that's not easy coming back either.
No.
You miss it. Now it's another 2-stroke swing right back, and Ricky's got the lead.
Exactly. He had that ceiling issue too, and it looks like he spun it pretty hard. Oh, Uli cannot salvage. Paul coming back for his birdie. So we tied again now?
Yeah, we're tied.
Wow.
Exciting stuff.
Go, man. Definitely.
Just 2 holes left, right? There's 17 and 18, I think, right? Or is everybody missing one?
I honestly can't remember. We'll find out. It's been a minute.
Yeah. Oh, no, this is 16. So we got 16, 17, 18 left.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yep, there we are, tied at the top. Paul and Rick. Yuli's kind of slipping back. He's 5 back. We'll call him out of it at this point. So this one, you got to throw out to a big open area, and then the basket is tucked in the woods on the far side of another OB area. So this is. Oh no! Sorry, thinking the wrong hole. This one's just two. This one's just 2 hyzers.
Yeah. This is. I was thinking of the same one. I was thinking of the one that drew through like 700 feet.
That's the next one.
Yeah.
My bad. But this one, there is OB left and right the entire time, and that second shot, unless you blast it 500, is usually blind. So it's definitely a tough hole.
Yeah, this one's tricky for sure.
Great drive by Nate right here.
Just textbook, man. He's one of these guys that when he just plays like super clean, right? He just doesn't make any mistakes. Like the distance goes exactly where he wants every time.
His like pinpoint controlled power is second to almost none, man.
Yeah.
Paul with the destroyer. Is this going to hang on? It's fine. There's Terry. There's McFly so high.
I've never actually met Marty, actually.
Oh, no? That's good.
Yeah, I got to meet him.
Yeah. We worked very well together 2015 Worlds. We kind of like, it was like, all right, you got lead card today, I'll do chase card. Then we'd switch off the next day. It was like, I don't know. It was very like, I don't know. Just a gentleman's agreement. I like that.
Yeah. There's no like, you got to like argue and fight over it. Like,
yeah, exactly. Which is legit the worst part of running a disc golf company. Fighting over cards. That was bad. That was OB. Which is pretty easy to do, honestly, on this. So the second shot here, as it is blind and you're going around a corner. DOS is any better? I think it is.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. That's real good. There's your predator, Mo. You see it?
Yeah. That's the Nate Doss school of putting, is just put it 5 feet away and then you don't have to putt.
That's the game. Ricky's second. This looks like a mid.
Yeah, maybe just to glide it out there. That
makes sense. I like it.
Yeah, if he was far enough out there, he didn't have to like cut it in as tight. And
Paul second would also like to get within range here. Maintain that tie.
It's a rock. I can see the underside of the stamp. There's no way that's a rock.
T-bird maybe?
Yeah. Well, whatever it is.
Yeah, one of the two.
Whatever it is, it was the right disc.
It sure was. It was a really well thrown shot. It helped his drive was so far up there.
Mm-hmm.
You could take a better angle at it. That was Yuli missing his par putt. He'll take a bogey and drop a little further back. Ricky really probably needs this one to keep pace with Paul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rick.
Okay.
So at this point, Ricky had won 0 world titles, and this was Paul. Paul had won 2 at this point, I think, right? He won 2012, won 2013.
Right.
So yeah, Paul's going for the 3-peat. He's trying to Jordan it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, dude, the all blue. I definitely spent a non-zero amount of time looking for these shorts on like Amazon or whatever.
That's funny, man. It's a clean look, man. Paul was always a snappy dude. He looks kind of skinny back then, doesn't he?
I know, right?
He's like ripped now.
He's definitely like bulked up, or he's just like thick, like intimidating, like kind of ripped. Oh, I think that was actually the last hole.
Yeah, we sucked. That was the last hole. So.
Why did they end the last hole at 18? But anyway, so
reasons.
Now it doesn't matter. We're at the exciting point now because if you didn't know that Ricky and Paul got into a playoff, now you know. That's why this is like the most exciting thing ever is this playoff. So buckle your seatbelts, get ready. This is super, super fun.
AJ Risley sighting.
The disc golf boy.
The disc golf boy back in the day. I always thought it was kind of mean. I don't know.
Why does that mean?
He's a man. He's over 18.
I thought it was like encouraging. Like it's like I don't know.
We just take it different ways. All right, here's the playoff, you guys. We're starting off on 1. Basket's way down there. Ricky threw a forehand, which is kind of like the safe play. He rolled a B the last time. He probably didn't want that to happen again.
Exactly.
But it did not go well. Let's see if Paul's drives goes any better.
So this is a real opportunity if Paul can park it or get close and give himself a chance.
Mm-hmm. Looks like that rock again, right?
Yeah.
This is going right. There is OB over there.
Stop.
Oh my man! Wow.
Dude, Portland fans are the best. They really are.
I love my people. So Rick, this is a pressure upshot right here, man. Not easy, low ceiling, and dude puts it that close, man. Oh, such a good shot.
From the knee too.
Mm-hmm. And this is gonna be Paul from the win. I want to say he's like 80, 90 out, but you know he's gonna run it.
Yeah, this is like this would be like the epitome of beast mode, making this putt.
Hitting this putt to win a world championship, dude. And flash shades, man. That thing was scary. Yeah, that would have been the most epic putt ever hit in the world if you bang that one.
It'd just be all over.
For a world championship, bang a 90-footer. Like, come on. But
I mean, even that is pressure, right? Like, I feel like every putt at this point, like, I miss it and I lose. Like, it's underneath the basket.
I can miss that putt, no problem.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I've missed that putt so many times. I missed the putt that Rick just made. Like, you know, it's like...
Absolutely. Nice to see him bang that one. Keep this thing going at 2. Like I mentioned before, OB left and right. There's a Mando on the right as well, so you can't throw the big hyzer out over the road. Rick's going back to that trusty forehand with the use of this is D1.
Yeah, this is purple D1, and Rick just has like such a big advantage on this hole. It's just like the easiest sidearm in the world.
Again. Just reach, dude.
It's just like he just basically throws the sidearm as hard as he can. And it's underneath the bucket. Like he doesn't have to do anything.
Paul, dude, I wonder if this is a crate.
Oh, it might be.
I swear he used to throw this old red crate, man.
That's
and it was
so smart of you.
I think that's what it is, dude.
Yeah, that's so smart.
Literally.
Oh, was he trying to ace that?
It looked like it, man.
He's trying to. Oh, this is like. I think this is the Shoestrick.
Oh, this is the Shoestrick wow putt.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, we just blew that one. He says wow because he misses it. Not really made it.
Just kidding. Wow, dude.
Oh, God. That was like Circle's Edge a little past, man. And then no respect for Ricky. Right? Everyone's like, Ricky's going to make it. Maybe there's a lot of respect for Ricky. They know he's going to make it. So they're like booking off to get a good spot for the next hole.
Yeah.
And they're tied at 70 down. No one will ever be 70 down again, ever, Mo.
Not at a Worlds.
Not at a Worlds, ever. All right. Hole 2 is that big dog leg left, peninsula green. Rick's got the box, throwing the big hyzer.
And you have to 2 this one, basically. Or no, this is
3.
This is the you have to 3 this one.
Yeah. Paul on the box looks like his one of his Star Destroyers.
Is it tight? No, that looks perfect.
It looked a little tight, but I think it's gonna be great. Well, I caught a tree a little earlier than you'd like.
He has that same like kind of tricky angle. Now he's got to go between the trees.
Is he got to go? I can't remember which way he goes this time. Just right at it, dude. Come on. So good. Wow. Oh, that's a rock 3, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, Paul kind of popularized the rock 3, like, I feel like with this tournament. Like, just, he was throwing them perfect all over the place.
So pressure's on Rick here. Needs a good up. And I think he's done it, Mo.
Yeah.
These guys.
They're just going back and forth, like just matching each other shot for shot. So cool.
And Paul making that one. Ricky, he's going to make his. He is real close.
And we're on to the 4th hole of a playoff. That's doesn't get better than that, man.
It's wild, dude. So 71 down, they're still chilling, and we're on to the GimMe Hole. I would be ashamed to lose a tournament on this one.
Yeah,
feel real bad.
This is the one I was thinking of last hole, where you just like have to do it, like because the other guy is going to. They're both playing so well.
Ooh, Rick caught a late tree there.
It's a little sketchy.
A little longer putt than he's hoping for. Paul going back to that Firebird again.
This Firebird is so cool.
Yeah, I like it.
I definitely bought a tie-dye Firebird like not long after this event.
You and I'm sure 100 other fanboys.
Yeah.
Hundreds of others probably. Ricky, here's his non-gimme. Oh.
Let's go.
Dude, that hit high and AM and it's settled, man. Wow. I
feel like that putt doesn't get enough like love as like one of the best putts, like pressure putts ever.
Yeah, I totally forgot that putt. And then Paul did not have a gimme either, Mo.
God, these guys are just ice cold.
Wild, man. So we're on to, was this our 5th?
This is the 5th hole? 5th hole.
Yeah, 5th hole. So we're going back to that, par 5.
Par 5, yeah.
Basket on the mound across the OB pond. Rick Throwing his drive. I'd say it's clean, but it's not in a good spot.
Okay.
He's got it staring right at a tree. He's got to decide if he wants to go left or right. Paul on the box. I think that might be that crate again.
Look at this shot.
This is butter, dude. So good.
Man. Just like what you dream about. He's up again, so Ricky at least is down there.
I don't even dream about throwing it that far, dude. My dreams are realistic. At least somewhat. Oh, here's his second shot.
Do it more perfect.
Come on, man. That's a great look right there. Basket staring right at it.
So he's pretty much guaranteed he's probably going to make 4. So Ricky's got to get in a spot where he can make 4 now.
Exactly. Staring right at this tree. And unfortunately, trying to shoot that gap and just grip locked it right into it.
Now we need a miracle, pretty much.
We do. Yeah, or you need Paul to screw up, right? Which is also a miracle. So here's his third, and throws a pretty good one, and gets way down there. So he's gonna get up and down for his 5 at least. So
yeah. At least puts Paul like in a position where he's got to do stuff.
Yeah, exactly. He's got to play perfect from here on out if he wants to win.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really have a stroke to play with.
Come on, man.
Ooh, kind of a crappy reaction off the mound. Longer
still,
putt. It stays right there.
It was still just like, what a shot.
And he's trying to throw it in, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like that happens on that mound like all the time. So
yeah,
this is a big putt for Rick, just to at least put the fear into Paul.
Yeah, he's got to force Paul to putt it, right? Because if he doesn't, he can just lay up at the base of the basket and tap in, which good putt right there. So now pressure back on Paul. You
can see how sad Ricky was when he was like, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, for the world title, McBeast. Bada bing.
3-time.
Doing it.
I love that. Look how tired he is. Like, you can just tell he's just like emotionally drained.
Dude,
physically
played
drained.
Played 34 holes this day, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Between 5 playoff, final 9, 18 of like the actual semis.
Round 7, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. Look at all the gang.
There's John Blaine Tompkins. His caddies for Paul every year at Worlds.
He does Supreme Play, right?
Yeah, I think he might have just sold it, actually, he was telling me.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He wouldn't tell me about it yet, but...
a young Max Nichols.
And the McBeast fan club.
I feel like this is when it really awesome. Started, right?
Yeah,
yeah. This was kind of the McBeast legend kind of started right here with this. Like the clutching up, making that putt right there that we just saw. Like, this is where we kind of started thinking about Paul as one of the all-time greats, and it's just, this is one of my favorite rounds of all time. So super cool to watch this.
Yeah, man.
And I'm loving all these extras. Beautiful Portland.
Yeah, that's how you know I didn't make this video. It's beautiful. Yuha did it. He actually, oh my god! So we went whitewater rafting with all our friends, and he filmed some of our whitewater rafting and made a little video for us. And
oh man, that's so cool.
It was great. We went and played a local course out in Hood River by my parents' house. It's like this little pitch and putt 9-holer. He made a video from that. It's on my channel way back in the day. You can go check it out.
Were you guys editing in iMovie still at this point, or were you guys doing Premiere, or what were we doing?
Dude, I think I had moved to Premiere at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I switched over in 2012. I kept editing this video on iMovie and it would crash every time, so I raged and bought Premiere. And Premiere ever since then. Yeah.
Set the standard for disc golf media, right? I think pretty much everyone is on Premiere now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Except for Corey, who's still
is Resolve.
Doing Resolve. Oh man, but yeah, now we're just doing disc golf media nerd jokes. Thank you guys for watching. It's gonna loop again. I would watch it again, but I gotta go to bed. No, I'm joking. It's only 9:00. I couldn't even apply there. But dude, Disc Golf IO, remember that too? God, blast from the past.
Wow.
But yeah, head to Central Coast Disc Golf if you want to watch the rest of this. There's all kinds of cool footage on there, all kinds of cool old stuff. Ian, we'll have to have you back and watch another old round because this was too much fun.
Dude, we gotta watch one of those 2015 McBeast Worlds out at Deer Lakes. This is one around Deer Lakes. I think it shoots 15 down or something. It's gross.
The one on the par 5, I think it's
yes,
legs where it goes down and back up.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking. That round is funny, actually. I was like, we were running late because we had to do commentary and then run to the video, drive an hour to the course. We get there, and McFly so high is in lead cars. I'm like, oh, I'll just go film chase card, pause on it, rah, rah, rah. And then it's like one of the best rounds ever. I was like, yes.
Man, that's so cool. I love stuff like that, man. Reliving this fun stuff. So
for sure, man. That's me and my buddy Stu, dude. Just 2-man crew. We just rock it out, dude.
That's awesome, man. Well,
yes.
Ian, thanks so much for joining us, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let us know any feedback if you want us to try something different or try anything else, or what rounds you want us to watch. And yeah, thank you guys, and see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you around.
See ya.